Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple of minutes. You guys know how I do it. I'm a little late. I'm on the East Coast. It's like 9:30 almost on the East Coast, and it's just been one of those days, right? Getting one of those days. Been busy. Then when I got back, I'm still busy. Just a lot of stuff happened where I just didn't have time to do it. That's why. But now I'm doing it now. Doing my daily check-in. This is a daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, live on YouTube, live on X, live on LinkedIn. So you know what? Better late than ever. So just in case you guys did not know, like I said, I'm in not Atlanta. I don't know why I put that up here. I'm actually in East Point, Georgia, which is outside of Atlanta. I mean, it's not too far from downtown Atlanta, but it's called East Point. So I don't know. Let me just change it because I don't want to have the wrong thing up here because people watching this and they say, well, if he's in East Point, why is he saying he's in Atlanta? I mean, it's not that far. I mean, don't get me wrong, but and I'm in the let's see. Let me just type it in here. East Point, GA. See how easy that is? Boom. Ooh. See how easy it is? See? There you go. So, there you go. So, I got that down now. Let me just get rid of this. So, okay. So, once again, live from East Point, Georgia. I'm at the Hampton Inn in East Point. Okay, so that's where I'm doing. That's where I'm staying. So, today, in fact, first of all, I don't know why I'm all over the place today, but feel free to make comments. The comment section is open. This, daily check-in is not going to last that long because, like I said, I just got back to the hotel, right? So I've been doing some other stuff too. So I just finished eating again for the second time. Well, I guess it's for dinner, so maybe it's not the second time. Maybe it's the first dinner, but it seemed like I just ate lunch not that long ago. So I was still full from that, but I said, I got to still eat, right? So I was here doing a site tour of the East Point, Georgia hotels, right? So I'll tell you exactly what hotels I checked out. And it was a Holiday Inn, Sonesta, which is at Atlanta Airport North, Doubletree Atlanta Airport, Courtyard Atlanta West Airport, and then what's the other one? The Four Points Sheraton in East Point as well. So those are the hotels that I did a site of. But I'm staying at the Hampton Inn. Why are you staying there? Well, because this is where I plan to stay, right? This is part of East Point as well. But like I said, I don't sleep on these. What do you call them? The select service hotels. I love the select service hotels. So kind of in and out. Always includes breakfast. The parking is free. So there you go. So that's why I'm staying here. So, but no, had a good time. Was out with the CVB representative, senior sales manager, who is Candice Tucker with East Point CVB. Okay, so let me switch screens here and give a shout out to them. So East Point, you see the logo right there. Boom, there you go. So no, I was hanging with Miss Candice Tucker. She was showing me around. She did a great job. I appreciate. We started off with breakfast this morning at 9:30, and we didn't end the tour until about 4:30 this afternoon for the most part, because we had lunch, we did all these things, we went to some places that maybe weren't on the list, but places I wanted to see. So it was great. It was great. So had a great time, learned a lot about the history of East Point, Georgia. And East Point, just so people as a reference, is near the airport, right? So it's within 4 to 5 minutes of the airport, Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. So there you go. There you go. So that's where it is. That's what's going on. I just wanted to come on for a couple minutes. Like I said, just came from dinner, and I said, you know what? Let me do a quick live because I was going to do one earlier, but I just got tied up, and we wanted to see some other areas of Georgia because I'm thinking about we may be moving here one day. You know what I mean? I want to just scout out some some areas and some neighborhoods or whatever. So you just never know. You just never know. But that's what's going on. So, but other than that, remember that I have, let me get rid of that because that shouldn't be there. Hold on 1 second. That shouldn't be there. But okay, check out my blog. I got information on my blog you guys may want to check out. And that's just go to russellofhotels.com. Let me just darken this right here. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, there you go. So russellofhotels.com. Just go ahead and go to russellofhotels.com. Go to the blog, and you'll see all the, the things that I've posted recently. Trying to keep my blog updated so people will see like, oh my God, okay, this is what he does. This is what he talks about. Sometime on his daily check-ins or on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. So just check out the blog, and there's a lot of good information there. Read some educational pieces in there as well. It's easy reads. It's not like it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? Just read it and keep it moving. So, and I think that's probably going to be it, because like I said, I was not going to spend a lot of time tonight doing this, considering the time for me and all that stuff. So let me get rid of that. But yeah, so any questions at all, always feel free to just go to my website, russellofhotels.com. You can email me at russellofhotels.com. I would appreciate it. Sean Wiggins, how are you? Sean Wiggins, let me put this comment up there. Sean Wiggins, russellofhotels.com. Yeah, so any questions at all, Sean, you just ask, just go to just email me. Email me if you have any questions. So yeah, let me move this up. I don't know why. See, I'm not using my, I'm old school, so I use a mouse, right? And I don't have it with me. Great. I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate that. Doing well. Just out here near Atlanta, here for a site tour and some other things too. But I want to make sure I come out here and site some hotels that I have never seen before. I'd have one specific group that may be interested. But it's not just for one group. I come to site hotels for any group that I may have, especially areas that I'm not real familiar with. And, especially people that I met at trade shows and conferences and things like that. And, they always invite you to come. So I said, let me follow up with this and I'm going to tell them I'm going to come and let's see how they respond. And they were very gracious. They were prepared, very professional. So once again, thank you so much, Miss Candice Tucker, for taking care of me today. We had breakfast this morning. We had lunch. Like I said, she showed me a lot of different things that weren't on the schedule, which is always good, right? So some places that are just pleasantly surprised, right? So I've been in the business a long time. Are you an owner? No, I am not an owner. I'm a hotel consultant. So no, I am not an owner. But yeah, I've been in the business a long time too. 25 to 30 years. And started off as a housekeeping manager back in the day. Went the whole discipline route that with Marriott. So I started with Marriott as a housekeeping manager, and then eventually got into sales as a sales manager, director of sales and marketing, and became a general manager. And then didn't really like that, and then went back to being a director of sales and marketing because that's what I love. And then started Russell of Hotels back in 2018 because I got tired of what's the word I'm looking for? Or what am I trying to say? I got tired of the unrealistic goals and expectations, if that makes sense to you. I'm in franchise operations, so I do the same thing. Okay. Very good. Who do you work for? I started with Ritz-Carlton. Okay. Cool. Very good. That's good to hear. Now, you located here on the East Coast, or where are you located? See, this is what happens when people make comments. You get your comments on the screen in real time. Okay, so there you go. So I thank you, Sean Wiggins, for coming on. And he has all these initials in back of his name, so he knows his stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Okay. Oh, director with. Okay. So franchise development or franchise operations for Wyndham. You know Victor Simmons? I'm in. Okay. Now, do you know Victor Simmons? Victor Simmons used to be HR for Wyndham back in the day, or maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not sure if you know him, but he's now with Ace Hotels, but he held a position. He was VP. Yeah, okay. Now, Victor and I went to school together. I've known Victor forever. So, yeah, Victor and I are good friends. We went to school together. We went to actually junior college and university together. And plus, we were in the same league for football, so we played against each other. I was going to say we were rivals, but no. They used to kick our butts, so that wouldn't be a rivalry. But, yeah, they were in our league. His high school's in our league, so I've known him for, God, I've known Victor for freaking ever, okay? But, yeah. So every time he's in town, he comes by and we hang out and all that kind of stuff. So that's good to know. See, it's a small world. Small world. So, but yeah, so like I said, I come on and do these daily check-ins just to let people know what's going on in this world of hospitality, or maybe what's going on in my world of hospitality. Yes, I do. I was the president of diversity. Yes, I do. I was the co-president of diversity. Okay. Very good. Yes, definitely a small world. Yeah, so yeah, Victor's out. He's from out here originally he's from the East Coast, but he spent most of his time out here in the desert, like Palm Springs area, then went to Southern California, and then went to the East Coast. After years of me telling him to get out of the desert. So make sure you don't tell him that, though. But yeah, I guess everybody else knows, right? But yeah, Victor was co-president too. Okay. Very good. Good to know. So yeah, that's what happens when people make comments. They come on. I put your comments on the screen, and there you go. So, but no, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I didn't have much to really go over today. I just wanted to do it because, if you get used to not doing it, you're not going to be consistent, right? So I said, you know what? I still got to do it, right? It's still part of what I do. I hadn't done one. I didn't do one yesterday because I traveled from LA to Atlanta. So I didn't do it yesterday. And then the day before, I don't think I did it then. Well, the last thing I did was On Air with Russell of Hotels. That was on Tuesday. So that comes on every Tuesday. It's a live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. So I do that every Tuesday at 1 o'clock California time. Okay, so we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of hospitality. Mostly good, but every now and then there'd be some stuff that happens and some challenging things. But then plus I talk about the things that I do and I draw from my experiences. Your thoughts about AI and hospitality. I think it's a good thing. I guess it depends on what you're using it for. I use it quite a bit. In fact, I used it today. Someone was asking me, they wanted to go to Hawaii, right? Because I do hotel site selection for companies and organizations. And somebody asked me, they just needed a reservation in Hawaii, right? Now, I book Hawaii, but I book Hawaii for groups. I very seldom do it for like transient hotels, or I mean a transient room reservation, right? A transient is just one person, one room coming for whatever night. So she reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you have any connections, or what are the rates like in Hawaii?" And I said, "Well, what type of hotel do you want to stay in?" So I said, "You want something near the beach or on the beach?" She said, "Near the beach." Okay. So I said, "Can you name?" I went to AI. Okay, I went to Chat GPT, and I said, and I did typed in, can you please create a list of, I don't know, hotels, and I put brands. I said Hilton or Marriott branded hotels that are near the beach, near Waikiki Beach, and rank them in order of expense. How much they cost, and it came back with this list, right? Boom, 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 boom. It was probably about 6 hotels on there, and that's exactly what I needed. It was like 6 of each. Gave me 6 Marriotts and 6 Hiltons that were near the beach in Waikiki Beach, because I didn't know. I mean, I can look up Marriott.com, but it doesn't tell me where they're really located. I didn't have that much time, I guess is what I'm saying. So for certain things, yes, it's a game changer for certain things. For salespeople, I would think it's a no-brainer to use it, because you can drill down as much as you want to, as far as if you're trying to find new business. And that's the thing. Salespeople, first of all, they don't like to get out anymore. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'm not saying all salespeople, but the stuff that I've been hearing for some people, right? But you can do, like, instead of like back in the day, we used to do what we used to do. You can drill down and say, okay, can you name, I don't know, Fortune 500 companies, or accounting companies, accounting firms, or whatever, or just companies in general that are located within 3 miles of my hotel. Boom. And then if you have a list of contact people, can you furnish those email addresses? They put it in outline format to do all that stuff. Awesome. I use Copilot Travel Itinerary. It's amazing and free. Copilot Travel Itinerary. Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down, because I don't think I've used that before. So his question initially was, your thoughts about AI in hospitality, and I gave examples of how I used it. Actually, I used it today for a potential client, right? She wanted to know, about hotels in Waikiki Beach in Honolulu. And so I just asked AI, ChatGPT, to give me a list of Hilton and Marriott properties that were near the beach, not on the beach, but near the beach. And and I also asked, I redid it. I said, recreate it, and can you give me, rates? And I asked it to check their websites. So it will scan, Hilton.com and Marriott.com for their rates. And it basically gave me a range, but even I didn't know that before, right? So, and it gave me that in, like, I don't know, it was less than a minute. So, and then, like I said, for salespeople, why wouldn't you use it? Just, list 10 companies, 10 accounting firms near my hotel, boom. Or just 10 companies in general. What universities are near? Boom. Give me the schedule for University of Washington, because I know they're going to be playing USC. Give me a schedule for all the it's not Pac-10 and Pac-12 anymore. Scan. Let's see. Yeah, scan USC's schedule and give me their schedule. I mean, give me their home games. Just give me their home games. Boom. It'll do that. I used to help resolve yes, definitely that, yes. So yeah, it's to me it was a no-brainer. You're correct, good for sales. Yeah, because salespeople, we want the easy way, and I'm saying that because I'm a former one, right? So I would have loved, to have ChatGPT, back in the day. Just, give me a list of companies and contact names for company X, Y, and Z, because my first job as a sales manager, I was given a book of list. And a book of list is like this big thing that's probably as big as damn near opens up like a newspaper. And my DOS had just given me this and said, hey, find business in this. And I'm like, what is this? You just go through it and find business. So I'm thumbing through the thing, calling all these phone numbers, right? So, well, they don't have a book of lists anymore. Maybe they do, but all I have to do now is just say, like I said, just list companies near my hotel with addresses, phone numbers, and emails, or maybe somebody in the purchasing department or whatever specific things you're looking for. And you can just continue to drill and drill and drill until you get what you want. But if it's taking you, basically 30 seconds or less to get, one thing, I mean, it's in 10 minutes, you'll be done. You'll have it, and you phone call or email people or whatever. So there you go. That's how I use it. But yeah, you're good, correct for sales. Thank you so much. But yeah, that was a good question. So believe me, I use it almost daily. Some salespeople today don't like You said some. You're right. They don't. I don't know if it comes back to training or fear of rejection. I don't know what that is, but we had to do it. I guess we're both old school, but we got results, right? We weren't afraid to call people. But sometimes people are afraid to get turned down. They're afraid of rejection. And I mean, yeah, salespeople think that 100% of the calls they make, you're going to get a sale. And that's so far from the truth. That is so far from the truth. You're going to get turned down more times than you get sales. And if someone tells you they get 100%, they're freaking lying. If they say they get 80%, they're lying about that. But no, it's okay to get turned down. But it makes you stronger. It was a challenge for me. Like, I'm like, I'm going to get so many, I'm going to make so many calls, that kind of thing. So it's that old, 100 calls, maybe you'll get 10 responses. So it's 10 to 20%. No, it's less than that. It's probably, I'm going to say 10%. If you can get 10% of people just to even return your phone calls or to listen to you or to give you more information, I think you're doing a good job. But like I said, you're gonna lose more than you get. But that's okay. That's all about selling. Just hone your skills, but use the tools that you have. So I mean, that's what I still do to this day, right? I mean, I'm still using the same things. No, I'm not using the same things. I'm using ChatGPT now, right? Because I have to find business too, right? As a hotel site selection person, or I'm finding hotels or like sponsorships for my show, I have to solicit for business, right? So I have ChatGPT to formulate letters for me. It can be, form letters to send out to companies. I'll just basically tell them, I'm Russell of Hotels, and I'm looking for sponsorship opportunities from companies that do business with hotels. Can you list or give me an outline of any companies that would do business with hotels? And it'll list all the types of companies, like, say, pool supply, furniture, linen companies, food, related companies. So it'll tell you all those things and just drill down and say, okay, can you give me the addresses or emails of those companies? And it'll do all that. So there you go. So you got me started. Now you're trying to get off of it. Now you're trying to get up. It was nice meeting you, brother. Keep in touch. Great platform. Hey, I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you so much for coming on. Don't be a stranger, okay? But anyway, I appreciate that. So, yeah, I'm about to get off of this thing, too. I'm tired, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming on for just a couple of minutes and hanging with me. It is 9:50 on the East Coast. That means it's 6:50 at home in LA, right? So anyway, that is it. Appreciate people coming on. And just to say, hey, ask questions, because that's what it's all about. That's what the platform's all about. Once again, I want to thank Miss Candice Tucker. I don't know. When I say Candice, I want to say Candice Parker. The basketball player. I don't know why I want to keep saying that, but it's Candice Tucker. Okay, I didn't make a mistake, but I'm just, every time I say Candice, I always think of Candice Parker for some reason. So so hold on one second. Just a quick shout out again to her. Is that okay? At the East Point CVB. Thank you so much for the tours, the information, your knowledge about your information. And she took me to this. She knew I was vegan, right? Vegan, meaning I don't eat meat, okay? I'm all about the non-meat eats, okay? Most of you guys know that, but some people don't. But she took me to this raw vegan restaurant, okay? So I have to say this. I've never been to a complete 100% raw vegan restaurant. I had never been to one. Now, I've made things at home that were raw. It's called, you can make this. They call it nut meat, right? So it's basically made out of like walnuts or pecans, right? And you can mix it with peppers. You mix it with onions. You can season it, and it kind of makes this kind of it will look from a distance like ground beef, right? But of course, it's not ground beef, and it's raw. So you can either saute it or you can eat it in its raw form. So I've eaten it in its raw form, like in lettuce cups, things like that. Or you can cook it and put it in a tortilla or whatever, and it kind of has almost similar texture to like some type of ground beef. But no, don't be fooled. It's not ground beef. It doesn't taste like it or anything like that. I said the texture may be like that. Well, anyway, she took me to lunch at this raw vegan place, and I told her, I said, she goes like, what should I order? She's asking me this. I said, I don't know what this stuff is. Well, aren't you vegan? I'm like, yeah. I said, you have to understand. This is my first experience here too. Just like it was her first experience. I said, it's my first experience in life going to a 100% a raw vegan restaurant. But it was great. It was good. I got this, what was it, a nut burger or something. I can't even remember what the heck it was called. But nothing's cooked, right? So, and it gave you an option of cheese, right? And like, she's like, what is the cheese made out of? It could be made out of a type of nut. It can be made out of coconut milk or something like that. And it's always seasoned with something. And they have nutritional yeast has like a cheesy kind of flavor, right? So you mix it with that. So like nutritional yeast for someone that's a vegan, they know exactly what nutritional yeast is, right? Because we add it on everything when we're preparing things. So she was a good sport, though. She was a good sport. And they had this brownie, a no-bake brownie, that I thought was good. She claimed, oh, it was okay, it was good, whatever. I said, no. You can just tell that she didn't like it. She didn't enjoy it. And then later she fessed up. She goes, no, I didn't like that. That was not me. And you cannot tell me that was the best brownie you ever had. That she was telling that to me. I said, well, no, it's not the best vegan brownie I ever had, but it was good. It was definitely good. So, but I can't even think of the name of the restaurant. But it was in East Point. So East Point has vegan or non-meat eats. They have 20 hotels. It's a city of about 38,000 people from what she said. I think she said 38,000, something like that. So there you go. And it's not too far from the airport. And they have, some of the hotels have space like up to 30,000 square feet. Some of the hotels, I think the largest hotel had 373 rooms, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that was the Sonesta or the Doubletree? Maybe, no, it wasn't the Doubletree. Maybe it was the Sonesta. It had 300 plus rooms. So, some, good sized boxes. So, there you go. So, it's always an option. Always an option. So, every group needs a hotel. There's a hotel out there for every group. Okay. And there's groups for every hotel. There's groups for every hotel and hotels for every group. There you go. So, but why not make East Point an option? Ask the questions. Maybe they have something that you need. But anyway, that is it. So I thank you once again for you guys joining. I'm going to my room. It's 9:55. I'm going to sleep. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening to my rambling. When I get tired, I tend to ramble more than normal. But I just had to come on and do this little quick live. So anyway, until tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow's Saturday. Until Monday, you guys have a great day. And as always,